Buenas noches. Vamos a comenzar la rueda de prensa.
Good evening. We're about to kick off Pablo Simeone's press conference. First question, please, up front. Hello, this is Isa Suarez from Marca. How do you feel about tonight's result? Well, this is not a good result. We were after a draw or a win, and that's your answer, really. Good evening. A question about the last few minutes. You switched to a 5-4-1 formation. You tried a number of different strategies to get the equaliser, counter-attacks and so on and so forth. Was that your plan all along? Well, ever since the start of the game, we'd been playing with Julian on the right flank, Llorente in the middle, supporting the attackers. And my plan was to attack from the right flank, switching to the left whenever we could. That was my strategy for the game. That's what we tried for this game. And that's what we did. Towards the end of the game, I sent another defender onto the pitch to do what Llorente and Molina had been doing before. That was Robin, because I thought Robin could come in handy. And we had Zozlot, Julian and Correa up front trying to score a goal for us because we were trying, to get the equaliser. But we truly had no clear chances at a goal, although we were sort of in control of the game, and we were about actually to concede a third goal during a counter-attack. Hello, this is from Cadena Ser. Do you feel like you can still come back from this, or that perhaps you squandered an opportunity here? Well, I do think that my team played well here today. I do think that my team is competitive, and I do think that we have to keep on going. We've got a new game coming up against Getafe, and then after the game on Sunday, we have to start thinking about the second leg, which is going to be tough at home on our home turf with the support of our fans, but it's going to be a tough, important game nevertheless. Microphone, please. The second leg is going to be played on your home ground at the Metropolitano Stadium. What are you going to be trying to come back from this result? Well, we love playing in front of our fans. They energize us. We need their support. But first, let's focus on Sunday, because Sunday's game is going to be tough. Of course, after that, without a doubt, next Wednesday, we're going to need the support of our people. Hello, this is Jose Rodriguez from Radio Marca. Yesterday, you said that this would all boil down to the details. Which details were most important today for you? Well, their goals, as a matter of fact, they scored 2 great goals. I think we could have perhaps defended a little better when they got those chances. But, this is the result so far. And they got the win tonight. Hello, mister. Good evening. Looking back on this game, do you think that you could have actually seized a slightly better result ahead of the second leg on your home ground? Yeah, I do think we were in control of the game. It is true also that we conceded a goal very early on. It would have been a totally different game if they hadn't scored, but they did, and still my team reacted really well. They showed commitment. They played the game I had envisioned for tonight. We equalised. We also had a couple of opportunities later on when Julian managed to get away from Valverde down the middle. And then the second half was really, really similar, actually. We were in control of the game. But we couldn't quite make it through Real Madrid's defence, except for De Paul's play, which almost resulted in a goal. But I think it clearly showed that, we were on top, we were playing well. But then they scored, and that was a breakthrough moment during the game, because it was basically all or nothing for us. We went all out because it came to either scoring or perhaps even conceding a third goal. Ended 2-1. Last year, we got kicked out of the competition in Milan when we lost 1-0 in the second leg. But next Wednesday, we have yet another opportunity to stay in the competition. Hello, mister. Which goal bothered you the most? The first goal early on or the second goal when your team was in control? Because the lead up to that goal was basically an individual sort of play. Well, neither one really. It is true that when they scored the second goal, we were in control of the game. It was a bit of a shock. The first goal was also a shock, really, because it was very, very quick. But yeah, actually, the second goal was worse. Hello, mister. You said that your team played well. I do. Yeah, I agree. In spite of the loss, they played well. What did you lack tonight that kept you from securing the victory? Right, so I think that, once again, we were pretty much in control of the game. As soon as Vinicius and Mbappe began to fall back, they improved immediately because they got immediately faster in their counterattacks, and they went after the ball when they weren't in possession, and so they were always basically poised to launch a quick counterattack against us, which meant that even though we were in control, we had to expose ourselves to certain risks, and eventually we conceded 2 goals. I think what we did lack the most was perhaps a little clarity in the last few yards of the pitch. Hello, this is from El Mundo. It is true that your team came back brilliantly from the first goal, but the second one was a bit of a shocker because you were doing quite well when you conceded that second goal. Do you think it was a mental factor that led to your loss? Well, not necessarily. I think it was obvious in the second half that we were on top, that we were in control. It is true. They scored, and that made it very, very difficult to come back at that point. But we did play well. We were in control. I think we were on top for a very long time. They went close to scoring a third goal with Mbappe and Vinicius down the right flank, but frankly they missed that chance, and so we still have an opportunity next Wednesday. The press conferences